Okay, so the points are 7, 5, 8, 7, 9. You have to calculate the standard deviation of the values. Got it? So just add them and divide them by 5. You have to calculate the mean first. So let me just add them. Got it? They are 7 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 9. The sum is 36. Got it? You have to calculate 36 divided by 5 because they are 5 in number. So that would be the mean value is 7.2. Got it? Now you have to calculate. Step 2 is you have to subtract all values from 7.2 and then you have to calculate the square. Got it? So 7 minus 7.2 is 7 minus 7.2 is 0.2 and 0.2 square is 0.04. Got it? Then you have 5 minus 7.2. It is 2.2. You have to calculate the square. So 2.2 square is 4.84. Here it is 4.84 it is. It is 4.84. Okay, the next one is you have to do 8 minus 7.2, that would be 0.8. It is 0.64. Then you have 7 minus 7.2, that is 0.2, and 0.2 square is 0.04. Then you have 9 minus 7.2 is 9 minus 7.2 is 1.8, and 1.8 square is 3.24. Let's just calculate the sum of all the values. Then we're going to 0.04 plus 84 plus 0.64 plus 0.04 plus 3.24. So sum of all the values is 8.8, not 10.1. Got it? So here you have 8.8 divided by 7. Got it? So 8.8 divided by 7 equals 8.8 divided by 7 equals 1.2. So 1.2 is the variance. You have to calculate the standard deviation. So to calculate the standard deviation, you have to calculate the square root. That is the variance. Variance is 1.2. You have to calculate the sigma square. You have to calculate the standard deviation, and for the standard deviation, you have to get the square root of the value. Got it? So just square root 1.2. So square root 1.2 equals 1.1. Got it? So the correct option is 1.1. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, let's just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is scatter plots line of best fit. Scatter plots line of best fit. Let's just start with the lesson. What is the equation of the trend line in the scatter plot? The scatter plot, you have a line that is the best fit line. Got it? Best fit line is the line. Okay, find the coordinates of the two red point. How to calculate the trend line of the scatter plot? Uh, you have to find the coordinates of the two red points. Got it? So just select the coordinates of these 2 points. The coordinate of the first point is 0, 2, and the coordinate of this one is 8 and 6. Got it? Now use these 2 points to calculate the slope. We know that the slope is change in y divided by change in x. So the slope of the point is 1 over 2. Got it? Now you have to find the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So here is the point where the graph is touching the point y-axis. That would be x is 0 and y is 2. Got it? That is the y-intercept. You can calculate the equation by putting all the values in the equation. Y equals mx plus b. Slope we calculated is 1 by 2, and the b is the y-intercept. We just look at the y-intercept, that would be 2. Got it? So that is the equation of trend line in slope intercept form, that is y equals 1 by 2x plus 2. Got it? So basically, what is the trend line? A trend line roughly describes the relationship between the two variables in a set of data. You can use a trend line to make predictions from a scatter plot. Got it? So trend line is the relationship between 2 points in a data set. Got it? So that's how you calculate the equation of the scatter class. Got it? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, let's start with the first example. Okay, so here is what is the equation of the trend line in the scatter plot. Use the 2 points to write the equation of in slope intercept form. Write any coefficient as integer, proper fractions or improper fractions in simplest form. Got it? So let's just calculate. Let's just look at the coordinates of these 2 points. Got it? So the coordinate of this point is, coordinates for this one is x is 2, y is 0. The coordinate of this point is 2 and 0. Got it? And for this one is x is 7 and y is 9. The coordinate for this point is 7 and 9. Got it? So we have 2 points, 2 0 7 9. Let's just calculate the slope of these 2 points. Got it? 2 0 and the points are 2 0 7 9. Let's just calculate the slope of the points. The slope is m equals change in y divided by change in x. Got it? So these are the y coordinates 9 and 0. So it would be 9 minus 0. Then you have 7 minus, the x coordinates are 7 and 2. So it would be 9 minus 2 is 7 and 7 minus 2 is 5. So the slope of the points is 7 and 7 over 5. Got it? Now for the equation you have to calculate the nine minus 0. This is 0. 9 minus 0 is 9. So the slope of the points is 9 over 5. Okay, now you have to look for the y-intercept. Got it? You're not given with the y-intercept. You can use any of the point and calculate the y-intercept. I'm going to use this point and calculating the y-intercept. Got it? We know that the equation is y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to use this point. Y is 9, m is 9 over 5, x is 7 and plus b. Got it? So it is 9 equals 9 times 7 is 63 over 5 plus b. Got it? Now subtract 63 over 5 to the other side. It would be 9 minus 63 over 5 equals b. Got it? Let's just calculate the LCM. 9 times 5 is 45 minus 63. Got it? So 45 minus 63 is 18. So it is negative 18 over 45 minus 63 is negative 18 over 5. So the B is actually the y-intercept. The y-intercept is negative 18 over 5. Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? Now you can write down the equation. The equation is y equals mx plus b. You have the slope. The slope we just calculated. It is y equals 9 by 5x. And here we calculated the b. It would be 9 by 5x minus 18 over 5. Got it? The option is y equals 9 over 5x minus 18 over 5. Got it? So the correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. 9 over 5x minus 18 over 5. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what is the equation of the trend line in the scatter plot? So you have to follow the same steps. Same steps. Just calculate the coordinates. Just the coordinates of this point is x is 0, y is 6, and that is also the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? That means b equals 6. And the other point is this one. The coordinates of this one is x is 7, y is 1, so it would be 7 and 1. Got it? I'm just using these 2 points and calculating the slope. We already have b from the graph. Got it? 0, 6 and 7, 1. Okay, the point is 0, 6 and 7, 1. Also b equals 6. Got it? Just calculate the slope. That is change in y divided by change in x. These are the y components. It would be 1 minus 6, and these are the x component. It would be 7 minus 0. 1 minus 6 is minus 5 over 7. So the slope is minus 5 over 7. You already have b, so just put the values in the equation. Y equals mx plus b. M is negative 5 over 7x and b is 6. So it would be y equals negative 5 over 7x plus 6. Got it? That is y equals negative 5 over 7x plus 6. Yes, plus 6 it is. So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is what is the equation of the trend line in the scatter plot? So you have to calculate the coordinates. So here the coordinates is x is 0, y is 3. This is the y-intercept. Got it? Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? Okay, the second one is, this one is x is 8 and 9. The point is 8 and 9. In case you are not given with the y-intercept, you have to calculate the y-intercept like I did in question number 1. Got it? So the points are 0, 3, 8, 9. Got it? Let me just calculate. 0, 3, 8, 9. Okay, let's just calculate the slope. The slope is change in y, it would be 9 minus 3, and change in x, 8 minus 0. 9 minus 3 is 6, 8 minus 0 is 8. Got it? So we have a common number that would be 2. 2 times 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 over 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 is 8. It would be 2 over 4, and b is here. So just put the values in the equation. Y equals mx plus b. M is 3 over 4. It would be y equals 3 over 4x, and b is 3. So it would be 3 over 4x plus 3. Got it? So the correct option is 3x, 3 by 4x plus 3. The second option is the correct one. Got it? Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay. So the coordinates of the points are here. It is 0 and 7. Also b is 7. Got it? And for this one, the coordinates are x is 7 and y is 1, 7, 1. So the points are 0, 7 and 7, 1. So b equals 7. Got it? That is a point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So calculate the slope. Y equals m equals change in y divided by change. It is 1 minus 7 and 7 minus 0. 1 minus 7 is negative 6 over 7. Got it? So the equation would be, this is m minus 6 over 7x, and this is b minus 6 over 7x plus 7. Got it? So the correct option is, let's see which is the correct one. That is option number 1. Y equals negative 6x plus negative 6 over 7x plus y. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is the last lesson of the chapter. It is analyze the regression line of a data set. Analyze a regression line of a data set. Okay, let's start with the first one. Use the least square regression line of this data set to predict a value. You are given with a data set, you have to predict a value. Got it? Let's just start with the example. A sporting goods chain is planning to open a new store in a grand country. In order to decide an In order to decide on an optimal location, their market researchers gathered data on sports facilities in towns across the country. The researchers consider the population X and the number of facilities Y in the city. Number of sports facilities Y in town. So the population is X and the sports facilities are Y. The least square regression line of the data set is 0.237 X minus Y 6.599. How many sports facilities does the line predict of a town with 42,000 people? Got it? So round your answer to the nearest integer. Okay, so what you have to do, you can use the least regression square line to predict the y value for the given value. So the given value is x, the x value is 42,000. Got it? Here you have in the question, how many sports facilities does the line predict? Sports facilities is y, and here you can see sports facilities is y and the population is x. So that means the given value is x, 42 is x, and you have to calculate the y, that is the sports facility. So just replace the x with the value. It would be 45,000. So replace x with 42. It would be 0.237 times 42 minus 6.599. That would be approximately 3. Got it? That means the least square regression line predicts approximately 3 facilities for a town with 42,000 people. Got it? Okay, a line can be used to predict values based on the dataset. You can look at residuals to see how well a line fits the data. Residuals are the differences between the observed values and the values predicted by the line. The least regression line is y equals ax plus b is the line of for which the sum of squares of the residuals is minimized. It is commonly used to make predictions of a data set. So basically the least square regression line is used to predict a data set. Got it? Let's just start with the question. Use the least square regression line to fit a predict a value. Isn't the same we just did on the board? We just did, yes, that's the same we just did on the tutorial. You have to calculate the how many sports facilities does this line predict for a town with 42,000 people. The You have to calculate the sports facilities. The sports, what happened? The sports facilities is y. Okay, the sports facilities are y. You have to calculate the y value. You are given with 42,000 people's population is the x value. You just replace the x, got it, and calculate the value. That would be approximately 3. We just did this one on the tutorial. Got it? So the correct option is, I remember the answer from the tutorial. Okay, the next one is use the least square regression line for the dataset to predict a value. Matt wants to ensure that the new board game he is designing is accessible to a wide age range. To test this, he had several children of various ages play the board game against each other. Each child played the game the same number of times. For each child, Matt recorded his or her age X and the number of games that child won Y. The least regression square regression line of the dataset is y equals 0.386x minus 2.432. How many games does the line predict would have been won by a 12 years old boy? So age is the x value. Got it? Here you have 12 years old. That means you are given the x value and you have to calculate the games. Games is the y value. Got it? Just replace the x with the value. X is 12. Got it? The equation is 0.386x. Y equals 0.386x plus 2.432 minus 2.432. So x equals 12. Just replace x with a value and do the calculation. 0.38x times 12 minus 2.432. Got it? Just use the calculator and calculate the value. That would be 0.386 times 86 times 12. That would be 4.632 minus 2.432. So let's just subtract 4.632 minus 2.432. That is approximately 2.2. Got it? Then the 12 years old. Wait, the question is how many games does predict would have been won by a 12-year-old? So you have to round off the number. So 2.2 is rounded off to 2. That means a 12-year-old boy wins 2 games. Got it? The correct option is 2. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, the next one is the correct option is okay. Now I'm on the next one. Okay, the next one is use the least square regression line of the dataset to predict a value. NG notices that everyone in her class reads at very different speeds. She wonders if a person's reading speed is related to the number of books he or she reads. NG asks for a student in her class how many books they read last month, X, and the time how long it takes them to read the same paragraph, Y. Time is Y and the books read is X. The least square regression line of the dataset is negative 10.318x plus 136.636. How many seconds does the line predict it take to read the paragraph for a student? You have to calculate the 5 books last month. This is the X. You have to calculate the Y value. Got it? The time needed to read the book paragraph. Got it? So replace the X with the value. The equation is negative. Let me just write down the equation. Y equals Y equals minus 10.318x plus 136.6, sorry. 136.636. Got it? So the value is 5. Just replace the X with 5. Got it? X equals 5. So it would be negative 10.318 times 5 plus 136.636. Got it? Just do calculations and calculate the value. Wait, Evangeline, let me just calculate. Negative. You are in which grade, Evangeline? Negative 10.318 times 5. That would be 50. Negative 51.59 and plus 136.636. Negative 51.59 and plus 136.636. That would be, yes, 85 point something. And when you round off the answer, it would be 85. Got it? So the correct option is 85. Got it? Select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Evangeline, you are in which grade? Next one is use the least square regression line of this data set to predict a value. A team of forestry specialists from the Henderson Lumber Company visited a section of the forest that was going to be logged for timber. They took measurements of the to evaluate the health and growth of the trees in the area. The team counted the number of rings on several trees to find their ages in years X. They also measured the diameter of the trees in meters Y. So age is X and the diameter is Y. Got it? The least square regression line of the data set is Y equals 0.021x plus 0.619. What does the line predict the diameter of the 41 years old tree would be? Got it? So x equals 41. You have to calculate the value of y. Got it? So just do calculations. That would be y equals 0.021x plus 0.619. So just replace the x with the value. X is 41. So just replace the x with 41. So it would be 0.01 times 41 plus 0.619. So just two calculations, it is 41. Okay. 0.021 times 41, that is 0.861 plus 0.619. So just add them. 0.861 plus 0.619, that would be 1.48, and it would be rounded off to 1.5. Got it? So the correct option is, you can write without rounding off, it would be 1.480. Got it? So the correct option is 1.480. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Yes, very good, Evangeline. It is 1.48. You can calculate that. You can complete the test by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 9. The chapter we were working on is statistics. And lessons we have covered today are variance and standard deviation, then scatter plots, line of best fit. Then the one we just completed is analyze a regression line of a data set. So please make sure before the next session, you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did. If you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So if you have any question, you can ask all your questions if you have any. So please ask if you have any question. I'm waiting for the questions from your side. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. Bye everyone.